Manny Pacquiao versus Tim Bradley. Now, this fight is not yet 100% confirmed, but all indications are that this fight will actually take place. And it's a good fight. I like this fight. I like this fight a lot. At this stage, this is literally a 50-50 fight. Manny Pacquiao looked terrible in his last two performances. Against Shane Mosley, he looked lackluster, and against Marquez, he looked awful, terrible. In my opinion, this is not the Pacquiao who fought Josh Clottey and Antonio Margarito and Miguel Cotto and Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton. This is not the same guy. I think Manny Pacquiao's been on the slide in his last two fights. I don't think he's the same guy that he was. There's a lot of speculation as to why he's on the slide. Some people think that he was on drugs before and he came off drugs. That's why he's on the slide. It could just be that he's taken too many punches in his career. He's never been the most difficult guy to hit. Guys with aggressive styles who get hit a lot tend to have much shorter careers than guys who are technicians and defensive fighters. So, you know, who knows what the real reason is. I'm not saying that Manny Pacquiao is on drugs. I'm not saying that he's not on drugs. I know drugs are a very serious problem in sports in general and even in boxing. So it's possible that he's on drugs or he's been on drugs. Yeah, it's possible, but I haven't personally seen enough evidence to be convinced one way or the other. So for the moment, you know, in my mind, I'm going to give Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt and just, you know, say in my own mind that he ain't. But it's possible that he is or that he has been. Please, all the nut huggers, you know, I got accused of being a Floyd hater in my last video, and I'm sure some fucking morons will accuse me of being a Pacquiao hater in this video. Please, 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 leave that fucking shit out. Yeah, please, man. Jesus Christ, it's like these fanatical fans cannot tolerate an unbiased and objective opinion. It's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, Pacquiao, Tim Bradley. You know, Pacquiao's pretty much damned whatever he does in this fight, because if he wins the fight, people are going to say, oh, maybe he's back on the juice. That's why he won. He's back on the juice. And if he loses, they'll say, wow, Pacquiao was a fraud. He can't even beat Tim Bradley. So it's pretty much a no-win fight for Pacquiao. Tim Bradley has the world to gain. And obviously the real winner in this fight will be Bob Arum, because, you know, I do believe Bob Arum was the main reason why the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight didn't happen this time, in my opinion. I think the main problem was Bob Arum. I think Bob Arum was really trying to block the fight because he believed that Pacquiao was going to lose. And he thought in his head, listen, Pacquiao has fought, you know, Pacquiao has looked terrible in his last two fights. So if he's going to lose anytime soon, then it's better he loses against one of my own fighters. Then I get options on the winner. You understand? So that was Bob Arum's thinking in trying to set up this match. You know, he's thinking, okay, you know, Pacquiao's going to lose, then at least let him lose against Tim Bradley, because Tim's my fighter as well. So he can then build up Bradley. Should Bradley win the fight, you know, he can build him up on the back of being the Manny Pacquiao conqueror. So that's you know, Bob Arum's thought process going into this fight. So I don't think anyone should be surprised that this fight is getting made at all. Manny Pacquiao's fought tough fighters before. You know, people make out that he's this coward and they go overboard in their criticisms of Pacquiao. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, you know, most of us think that Pacquiao would lose to Mayweather, but let's not go overboard and act like Pacquiao hasn't fought good fighters in the past. I mean, his resume over the last couple years has been, you know, on par with Mayweather's resume. Do you understand? It's been on par. It's not like Mayweather has a much better resume of fighters who he's beaten. He hasn't. Manny Pacquiao's beaten a lot of guys, a lot of tough top guys who Mayweather hasn't beat. But yet people want to call Pacquiao the fraud. So I don't know what it is, man. People just get caught up in all this nut huggery and hate. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think Pacquiao at this stage of his career would, in my mind, almost certainly lose a pretty one-sided fight to Floyd Mayweather, but give him credit for what he has achieved in his career so far. Yeah, let's not go overboard with all this hate. I know many of us did not like the fact that, you know, he got a decision over Marquez. Most of us felt that he won, and most of us felt that Marquez won that fight and beat Pacquiao. I understand that, but look, that was not Pacquiao. You know, Pacquiao's fault. That was whatever the judge's fault, Aram's fault, whoever. You know, Pacquiao gets a lot of hate. Pacquiao's like a nice, down-to-earth guy, and he gets so much fucking hate. I can't help but feel sorry for him, man, because I truly believe Pacquiao is a warrior. He's a humble guy. You know, he's just trying to do his thing, but he gets a lot of fucking hate, which is, you know, kind of unfortunate to me. But there you go, man. But yeah, this is a good fight. It's an interesting fight. Which Manny Pacquiao will turn up? What do you think? I know there's going to be a lot of talk of drugs and all that type of shit. I understand that. People are entitled to their opinions. I got no problem if you think Pacquiao's on drugs or he was on drugs, or if you want to make drugs a factor in this fight. Some people will be thinking, okay, I think Bradley's got a good chance in this fight unless Pacquiao goes back on the drugs again, and then he's got no chance. Or then, you know, he's got much less chance. I know people are going to factor that into their equation when they talk about their predictions for this fight, and that's cool. Whatever you want to say and you in the comments below, do it. I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? No problems. But me personally, like I said, I'm going to give Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt and just assume that he's not on drugs. Just assume that he's clean and that he's just on the slide. Some people might talk about the leg cramps and all this, that, and the other. I don't really read too much into leg cramps and all that shit. I just think Pacquiao is just diminishing and deteriorating. I think the Pacquiao who fought Clotty, I would pick him pretty strongly to beat Bradley, but I don't think we've got that Pacquiao no more, man. We got the Pacquiao that looked terrible against Marquez and lackluster against Mosley, and I think this is going to be a tough fight for him. And man, this is not a prediction video right now. This is just my initial thoughts on the fight. I think this is going to be a tough, close, competitive fight. And Timmy could be the new guy in boxing. He could be the next man. So, you know, we'll have to see. Anyway, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this fight. And please, haters, nut huggers, flomos, pactards, leave that shit at the fucking gate. Do not bring that shit into my fucking videos or on my channel. Leave it alone, please. Let's have an adult discussion here. Yeah? This is Hat Man. I'm out.